All right, welcome to episode 2 of Shop Talk. This one's going to be a little different as this one's recorded after the fact, and this is the Lutz Parade that we were able to attend and actually drive through a little bit of the parade. So, pretty cool episode. I'm going to leave time lapse of the parade running on the video. So, cool day, obviously. It's America 250. It's a big year. America turns 250 years old on July 4th. I know this video is a few days past that, but awesome, awesome birthday. This parade that was put on locally was super cool. Had a ton of big floats in it. I was planning on entering the buggy in it, but I still have not finished the buggy yet. So, and you'll see at the tail end of this video, we drove the Dingo with the John Deere trailer behind it through part of the parade, and I could actually start to smell the rubber from the CVT belt on the Dingo. So CVTs don't exactly love sitting in high heat on the pavement, moving 5 feet forward and stopping again. That constant engagement, disengagement will just burn your belt. So there was a few side by sides in the parade, but obviously those are factory built side by sides. They have better heat dissipation and venting and stuff like that. Better quality rubber belts. So and probably have a low gear, unlike the Dingo. Next year, hopefully, we're going to be able to enter in it. But this year was so cool. They had, as you can see here, Mission Barbecue going through all kinds of cool parade floats and vendors, some local companies. It was like a tree stump company that had a pretty cool setup. The the local school had a setup as well, which was really awesome. So they had the Boy Scouts and a few other people. This was one of my favorites, that Chevy truck. So anyways, the Dingo is definitely a hit though. Whenever we drove it, you'll see later in the video, we drove it in the parade and we didn't even mean to. We were just leaving and this parade is less than a mile from our house. So we literally just drove the Dingo here on the side of the road. It was really cool. It was really cool to see the road shut down. The Hillsborough County Sheriff shut the road down and we were able to drive the Dingo on the street. And it's weird seeing all the cops in every single driveway with their lights on and no one bothering you. So really cool experience. Had a few people stop us and tell us how much they like the Dingo. And one guy was telling me that he's got a trailer in the backyard similar to the John Deere trailer. He wants to build the same thing. So that was cool. Another lady said that we were the best in the parade. So that's the end of the parade there. And then I'm going to start the footage of us actually starting to head back towards the house and end up getting caught in the back of the parade. You guys put a comment down below of what you guys did to celebrate America 250. I'd love to see if this is on a Facebook platform. See you guys comment. If you guys have any side by sides or any crazy machines and you decorated them for the big holiday, you post that on my Facebook. That would be super cool. Love seeing people that get into the spirit. Actually didn't notice until I'm editing this video how many people turned their head and looked at this thing, the Dingo, and were waving. Kids were loving it. Were yelling. It's actually really cool to rewatch the footage and see all that. So, like I said, we're just kind of cruising down the road. You can see, thank you to all the Hillsborough County Sheriff officers that were out there helping with this event. Super cool to see all the local participation. Saw Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, the local station drove their engine through the parade. That was really cool as well. So the whole community came out for this event. Next year, I definitely want to be a part of this event. It's kind of cool. You'll see here in a minute how we catch up to everybody and slowly become part of the parade, tail end of it. But I definitely want to either have the buggy or if we're side by side at that point. Next year, we're definitely going to enroll. We're going to deck out American flags everywhere. I'll probably end up pulling the trailer. And pulling the trailer, we'll get the trailer set up, have a bunch of beads and everything. Those people handing out water bottles, koozies, beads, all kinds of stuff. So it would definitely be cool. Good advertisement as well. We're able to give out some Blocks Garage koozies. That'd be really cool. If you haven't looked at our website, we have it down in the description. We just made some America 250 merch. The America 250 buggy merch. I just got the koozie in the mail the other day. Looks awesome. Still waiting on the t-shirts to come in, but when those come in, I'll definitely show you guys. They came out amazing. So no better way to represent this great country than buying some t-shirts. On a different note, I want to hear you guys' ideas for some projects. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace looking at different things. This channel doesn't have to be specifically go-karts like you can see with jet ski. We're doing something a little different, trying to build a jet john boat, which isn't very common in the South, uh, at least where I'm at in Florida. Most people run either outboards for the ocean or mud motors or airboats inland. So, little interesting build. I know the jet pump can get clogged up with all kinds of stuff. Anyways, I'm rambling. If you guys have any ideas for projects that I should do on Box Garage that's on the more affordable end, because this is a newer channel, let me know. Definitely have some stuff that I want to build in the future. Whenever we start getting bigger and bigger, start getting more and more tools.
I just want to tell you that you provoked the next project.
Appreciate it.
I got a trailer at home and I've got 2 bucket seats for my old truck.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that could be the next one.
Oh, man. Oh, you got to follow me on YouTube at Blocks Garage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to Luke. What do you do over there?
What's that?
What do you, is it auto shop or what do you do?
I'm a fireman for Clearwater, but I'm trying to start.
I'm with Hillsborough.
Are you?
Yep.
I'm trying to start like a YouTube. I got a couple things going on I'm working on in the backyard.
Right on.
Like I bought an older jet ski I've been working on, and I got a bigger go-kart I'm welding, and
Nice,
so.
man. We're over here.
Nice.
Same thing. Goof off, play with the boats, play with this, play with that.
It's fun.
Gotcha.
Oh, now I gotta start it up.
Yeah, stop doing that. Hey man, we'll be good, bud.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
So if you guys are new to the channel, we have, I think, a total of 32 episodes now posted. We're heading towards our monetization goal. We blew past 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. Still trying to work on the watch hours. Need about 3,000 more watch hours to get monetized, start getting paid from YouTube. So super excited that that is getting closer to that goal. But as far as projects go on the channel, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We've been working on the $300 Honda Aquatrax, the jet ski. That thing is super cool. We got it running. It fired up. I need to take apart the throttle bodies to see why it's not idling. Whenever I start it, it likes to rev up to the moon. So we need to figure that out. Also, we have the 670 buggy. It's probably like the #1 thing on our channel. People love the most. Putting a 670 Predator on the back of a Europe Dog Spider box with an ATV transmission and independent rear suspension. That is one of my first fabrication projects, so it is taking me quite a while, and I can tell the momentum's starting to pick up faster and faster. Also, I just started getting all this equipment last year, so I do need to get some more equipment. I need like a plasma cutter and a bandsaw to make it faster. Right now I'm doing all my cuts by hand, so they're not super accurate, and it takes a little bit of time to cut a bunch of metal. So hopefully as we start to acquire more and more tools, as the channel continues to grow, stuff will be able to be produced faster. I do want to get a CNC machine at some point to be able to cut metal pieces out. That would be super cool and super helpful for building projects. So we also have the golf cart that we're going to be gas swapping here shortly. It's a Club Car DS. The electric motor went out on it. We're going to put like a Predator 420 in there, try to get it to hit like 30, 35 miles an hour. Obviously, you've seen in this video, we have the Dingo that we put a 420 Predator on, technically a max speeding rods motor. All of the parts that we used for the buggy, the Dingo, the jet ski, those are all linked down in my Amazon storefront. You guys go to that. It's all itemized. If you guys buy any products from there, get a little kickback. It helps out the channel, so that'd be much appreciated. But we put a 420 Predator
You want a
on the
popsicle?
Dingo. Then we put the tires from the Yerf Dog Spider Box,
Thank you.
all four tires, and the rear
Go on.
axle, and the brake set is actually all from the Yerf Dog Spider Box, which is really cool because it made this Dingo project super cheap since this thing was only $20 to purchase the frame. So probably got a couple
Thank
hundred
you.
dollars into it since it's a new motor, and I had to get a new brake caliper along with a few other things here and there. But it runs good. It's actually a really fun project to drive. It definitely beats you up over the gravel. So we also been working on that mini bike I got for free. I got two mini bikes and a children's go-kart from a family member, my second cousin, and there's a camo Coleman CT 200 EX, I think it is. We got running. That thing's a lot of fun. I got to replace the carburetor and the flywheel on it. Carburetor runs. It's just still got the governor on it. The Dingo does about 45 miles an hour. I've hit a top speed of 48. The mini bike with the governor on it only does like 25 miles an hour. And the throttle, the way that it's hooked up, anytime you touch the throttle, it goes from about 25% throttle to 100% throttle. So there's no modulating the throttle. So riding it is kind of a pain in the butt. It's not super fast or super powerful, so it's not like scary, but it's just not a smooth riding experience. So I got an upgraded carburetor for it and an aluminum flywheel. So we'll be bypassing the governor, not deleting it, and that thing should run about 40 miles an hour. That way, whenever we're riding the Dingo and the mini bike, they'll be able to keep up with each other. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow along.